Hello everyone. I really need some help. I've tried everything and I'm all out of ideas. Um, this printer was printing beautifully when I got it. Um, did some really nice, very complex parts, stuff like that. Literally no problem. It was amazing. I could just set it and forget it. Anyway, I had one failed print and I accidentally did the restart procedure, all the calibration. I lost all the calibration, and since then I have not been able to put down one. And this honestly, I've put days, full days of work into this. It's been like this for weeks. I have not been able to get down a good first layer, and it's so frustrating. Um, so, for example, what I'm really struggling with is that the symptoms are inconsistent. So I've leveled this bed. I've got the nylock nuts on here, and I've got this all within what is it, 0.01 of a millimeter variance over the whole thing, which it should be fine, right? Um, I just before doing this, I put down this test thing, which okay, yeah, it's not perfect, but it's passable. And then you go on to do the next thing, and it's like it would rather do literally anything than stick to the bed. So looking at this, I mean, first of all, it put down this big, I mean, that's kind of what that's for, right? But one thing I have noticed is that after a print, when you lift it up with the heat on, the filament just kind of keeps coming, and I'll show you that in a minute. But okay, so it put this down, and then it started this line, and that line looks spot on to me. That's a good bit of compression. Yeah, absolutely fine. And then you follow it along, and oh, yeah, it's now a stringy mess, like it's too high. And it continues trying to extrude, and I don't know what's going on here because it's kind of looking like it's too high, but also like it's massively under extruding, and there's nothing like splurging out. But it extrudes fine. If I lift it up and manually control the extruder, it will extrude fine. So then it does this bit all, yeah, like this, a bit loopy. And then you come back here, right next, and this is thinking about it being a bed leveling issue or even a sensor issue. It then puts this down right next to it, exact same settings. It's honestly, I'm so frustrated and a little bit upset at this point because, I spent quite a lot of money on the machine. I was really excited and I know it can perform. And I don't know what's wrong. And I keep going in circles through the troubleshooting and, all the usual stuff because it might show symptoms. Yeah, okay, so the layer height's wrong. Let's spend ages adjusting the layer height, and you get it exactly dialed in, and then you do a print, and it doesn't work. You spend ages leveling the bed. I mean, this bed is very, very level. Very, very level. I spent ages. Oops. I even got a camera. How cool is that? I've just spent so much time trying to get this thing to work, and it's doing my head in. I mean, honestly, that's pretty good. And I did a few in a row, and the results are pretty similar. That it's not like the sensors reading poor, inconsistently and causing problems. It seems to be reading consistently. And the fact that it can print one fine line just perfectly and one bad line next to it. And I've done, I've changed the nozzle, I've changed the filament, like completely different filament. I've done a cold pull. One thing it does really like to stick to the nozzle sometimes. This particular print it didn't, but sometimes it really likes to stick to the nozzle. So I keep cleaning the nozzle, and the bed is squeaky clean. I use dish soap, rinse, high strength alcohol. You know, doing all this stuff, and but it feels like I've got a serious health condition, and people are telling me to stop eating wheat. Like, I need, I don't, I genuinely do not know how to proceed at this point. I really don't know what to do. Um, so if anyone can help, it'd really be amazing. I don't know what else it can be. The self check reports fine and actually like really good tolerances on everything. The bed's level. The Z height is, well, seems to be correct, but then, I'll do the same thing again and it won't be. And then this is the real issue. It's inconsistency, and I seriously don't know what to do. So if anyone can help, like, seriously, I deeply appreciate it. This is causing me no end of bother. I've actually got this thing, which is what was getting me into. I bought this secondhand in an even shittier state than it is now, and I spent a lot of time trying to get this to work. And in a way, it was I had kind of similar problems, but not exactly. And anyway, long and short of it, I've got a piezo. I need to make a new, because it never quite fit. I need to print. This is the problem. I need to print a new top bit for this. But I could use that. Will it fix it? I don't know. Probably not, because I know. And sorry about the mess. Bits of filament and cables and crap everywhere. I know it can do it. I know the hardware can do it because it has done it. Then I had one bad print, reset the calibration, and it went from doing, lovely complex, stuff like this to, not being able to print a single layer. I do wonder if it's the PIDNA. I wonder if it... But it seems to be fairly consistent. I mean, so this is two done one after the other cold, and obviously there is a variation. You're looking at sort of 0.0. It's quite a bit actually. So, I wonder, I'm doing 7x7, 5 probes with magnetic compensation, and I've tried turning that off as well. So I wonder if the PIDNA Pro is playing up. So it's like, do I get a new probe? Do I just go ahead and try and get the piezo thing working? I don't know, guys. I'm kind of sick of trying shit and spending a lot of time and achieving absolutely nothing. I've got stuff I actually really need to do. I've got actual work to do on this, and I don't have tons of time. Like my cost time investment in this has been terrible. So anyway, if you can help, I would deeply appreciate it, guys. Thank you.